Alright, and welcome everyone to another RRWC 2025 Group G group stage match between Aphro and magicdave94. The song ending for the transition wasn't planned, but it worked out quite well. So yeah, here we are for this very exciting match. I forgot to quickly look at the standings of this group beforehand. Group G, currently Aphro first place, 16 points, 4 matches played. This will be her 5th. And Magic Dave only their 2nd match with a 1-6-0 win to their name so far. I believe, yes, it was a 6-0 against Eyes early in the group stage. So, important points for either players on the board here, battling their way in hopes to, well, advance to the knockout stage. A 6-0 for Aphro would put her on 22 points, which would look quite good in order to advance already, although not at all guaranteed in this group, I believe. Magic Dave currently hasn't lost a map yet, so if they can keep this up, that will surely be strong for their points total and their chances of advancing. However, first map was chosen by Aphro, and it's going to be Miami. Little surprise. And we can see on the stats 11-7-0 versus 1-0-0. Magic Dave might have the better win rate of 100%, but Aphro certainly has the experience with an 18 place and a 550 personal best versus Magic Dave's mere 17 minutes by the looks of the overlay. Afterwards, we'll go to Paris for our map 2, and map number 3 is going to be the Isle of Sgàil, which we will definitely see since this is a play all 3, since all maps are important. I hope everyone is ready for this first Miami spin, which is going to arrive right now. It's going to be Sierra Knox Loud SMG as a kitchen staff and Robert Knox Electrocution as a street musician. Very nice. Robert Electrocution. I can't even immediately tell you what the best way for that is. There is thinking about sinks in Robert's immediate vicinity is my train of thought right now. And there is the bathroom upstairs that has the eye drops. I believe that has a sink that you could overflow. Oop, and so we get a scoring update. Another batch parallel going on. Sparkles has beat Channel Reindeer on Colorado, taking the 4-0 lead. Coming back to Robert Electrocution, however, there's the sink where the eye drops are, but there's also a sink 1 floor below where you can do a peekaboo on him, I believe, into that little side room. You tend to have a bit of an easier time if he's in there, but getting him in there might be a bit rougher. But that's certainly another option, and I think there's also a sink in there, but that I'm not 100% on that. Anyways, jumping from the future to the present, both players started in the driver's lounge. Both players got a kitchen staff. Magic Dave seems to be doing sugar by the looks of things, while Aphro has done shots at the very start. I did catch that. Aphro taking a bit of a different route, but eventually will make it over here. Chad has predicted that Aphro might just blast Sierra through the garage door, I believe, but so far Doesn't seem like it, and I think that is a definite no. As Sierra has entered the garage. And we will see a standard peekaboo from both players. But definite lead to Aphro. From this point, primarily because of doing shots over doing sugar. You skip the long cutscene that Magic Dave just had to go through. And generally just get the lure on a bit quicker at the start. No need for the sugar or anything else. Aphro putting about 8 bullets through Sierra's head, which was audibly heard, and people around her are investigating, but Aphro's out, and Aphro has the first kill down. Magic Dave doing it live. But also does get it, just needs to get out, but this open area that generally shouldn't be too much of an issue. So yeah, very quick, easy kills for both players. First one, the Sierra kill is... I mean, it's loud, which can throw you off, but other than that, it's pretty much default stuff. Now, Street Musician grab and where to get Robert and to kill Robert are the big questions. And also when to get the Street Musician. As Moo has pointed out in a chat, you could, this is a setup kill as well, you could set it up and then get the Street Musician. Seems that like that's what Magic Dave's doing, while Aphro has just grabbed the Street Musician. Is on her way to Robert now as well. Right about where Magic Dave is now. Magic Dave is doing the laptop, so I will expect some upstairs bathroom shenanigans from them. There's the other sink that they just walked past. That was what I was mentioning earlier. But it's not gonna be it for Magic Dave, and I believe for Aphro neither, because Robert's already on the upstairs bathroom. So unless Aphro has some interesting stuff planned, I think we will just see. Oh, Aphro doesn't have a silenced pistol though to shoot the laptop. Has a dart gun which she's using right now. Magic Dave though in a bit of trouble. Had a gunshot heard, I believe, or something like that. Got the NPC's attention when shooting inside the security room, and then had troubles dodging Robert and his guard, and that's a restart for them. Big lead for Aphro now, who tranked one of the guards in the security center, KO'd the other, and used a loud gun to shoot the pistol. Shoot the laptop, of course. Therefore, this will be a very soon kill for Aphro. Taser is prepared. Everything in there. Loadout included a trank instead of a pistol, a silenced pistol. Aphro deciding to do this in a very interesting way, which is pretty loud, like live, I'd guess. Robert was supposed to walk through that puddle that's just electrocuted, but somehow he's made it all the way to the window without noticing. Maybe now. Yeah, no, that's a rip. Oh, that is very unlucky. Robert somehow managed to dodge the puddle. A simultaneous restarts from either player, putting us back on equal footing. Robert has managed to dodge the puddle that Aphro left for him twice. She tried to rescue it with a thrown KO, but his body fell in front of the guard's shoes, which sadly caused them to go red. So, we will see the same about, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, initial minutes of the run from both players. Now getting the Sierra kill, no big deal. Magic Dave did have a couple of issues just a second ago. Ooh, Aphro getting a body found, interestingly enough. Aphro ripped to Robert walking past the electrocution puddle. Aphro tried to do it without a KO, and Robert did not walk through the puddle that was electrocuted. He is wearing very watertight shoes today. So that's a restart. This time slight lead. Ooh, and the door opening. Another restart for Aphro. Slight lead for Magic Dave now. Downstairs in the Kronstadt paddock. Not paddock, but garage. Preparing this Sierra kill. Watching that lovely cutscene. Sorry, I had to drink a little bit. Yeah, this time Aphro seems to have gotten a kitchen staff disguise without any troubles and is on her way to the Kronstadt paddock as well. I keep saying Kronstadt paddock, it's the Kronstadt garage, of course. But Magic Dave in the slight lead just got the kill. And now just needs to get the street musician and to get Robert. Ooh, a bit of back and forth hopping for Magic Dave. This is dangerous. There are all sorts of NPCs now around here. They're grabbing a screwdriver. I wonder if they are gonna use that for some sort of electrocution somewhere around. Could be interesting. Sabotaging the car. I don't know if that's a... Oh, I guess that would be a lure for Robert to get him down. I don't think there's an electrocution hazard anywhere there, but we will see. I will be very intrigued as to what Magic Dave is planning. He's also taken a very interesting route, to say the least. Is diverging entirely from his previous plans. On the other side, Aphro has just gotten their first kill again. Will make their way to the street musician now again, I believe. Ooh, and Magic Dave is sabotaging the car. And Twitch has pointed out correctly. There's plenty of water around the aquarium, and there's also apparently there's also a plug somewhere around that you could shoot or tamper with a screwdriver in order to get a... There it is. Magic has just found it. To get a itemless electrocution accident down here. All they now need is Robert. And he should be come running down the stairs in front of him in a little bit. Did he tamper with the car? Oh, okay, he starts running now. I believe Robert has taken off and is running now. But he's taken other stairs? No, he's coming back, surely, right? He's just had to, like, take different stairs to the... Yeah, okay. He's going for a bit of a run. bullet distracting the guard to KO Robert down here. And now hopefully KO the guard in time as well. There are guards coming. They decide to just chill around there, but there should be safe for Magic Dave. I was very close to getting that electrocution kill. Now, Aphro on the other side, I've been paying a lot of attention to her side of things. Obtained the street musician, running upstairs. Magic Dave even has a taser, doesn't need the plug. That's right there, has a blue egg, I believe as well, so just needs the street musician and a second of nobody watching to, well, grab the disguise. Has a fish to do dolphin exit as well, I believe. Aphro on the other side has the disguise, is up here, and is very, very close as well. When now Magic Dave has a bit of troubles. There are NPCs all around here. Ooh, and he just barely got the disguise in time. Will not go for dolphin exit, will go for default. And it looks like Magic Dave not only improve his Miami personal best, but also will keep his 100% win rate. It could end up being a photo finish, but it's gonna be a long photo finish regardless of what happens. Aphro is this time also playing it safe, gonna KO Robert. Taser also hasn't been placed yet. I believe the guard will stay outside. Ooh, found trespassing, unconscious witness. Not sure if the guard heard or if the guard just doesn't care. But that is... Channel Reindeer has won the final map versus Sparkles, by the way. Kill for Aphro as well. And an exit. Sadly, a little bit too late. About a minute 30 maybe behind. But Aphro has lost map 1 and 2 very important points. We will go to map 2, however, being Paris, 2 minutes 30, which was Magic Dave's pick of map of choice. Pick of map, I don't know. And we see identical lifetime performances, as Shipman has pointed out in chat. A 1-3-0, as we have seen a delay on the spin. I assume that was requested by one of the players or something. Yeah, Magic Dave picked this map. 1-3-0 both players. After asked for an extension on the timer. Assumed as much, so we are going to be here for a little bit longer, looking at this wonderful Paris countdown. That's a difficult choice, whether if people ask for 3 minutes, if they want additional 3 minutes or just the 3 minutes. But yeah, we are good. Both players have won this map once. Let me quickly check. Aphro has won her first and only Paris so far in last year's RRWC group stage in Group G as well, same group she's in this year, against TK47. Was a map 3 random Paris map. Viktor Novikov injected poison as Sisida bodyguard. Dalia Magol is drowning as Sheikh Salman Al Ghazali, which she managed to win in the 9 minutes 21, which we can see on her screen. Or below her screen. Welcome everyone from the other match. We're currently on an extended break between map 1 and 2 of the aphro vs Magic Dave Group G group stage match. Magic Dave managed to get the first win in a very, very close Miami. And we are headed to Paris, which could be Magic Dave's second ever Paris win. His first ever actually was just one match ago. This year's group stage versus Eyes earlier. Also a random Paris spin. So neither of these players have played Paris more or less voluntarily. Neither have their opponents. Always was random. Oh, I guess the ones that they won. Can't actually say that all of them were randoms. Although I can quickly check. No, it was picked against Magic Dave at least once. And if I quickly jump to Aphro's page again, I suspect... yes, it was also picked against her a couple of times. But yeah, Magic Dave has the better personal best, but I believe that's mainly due to the spin that they managed to win just being a bit of an easier spin. Aphro had a drown in there for one of the targets. Not necessarily hard, especially not for Dahlia, but time consuming for sure. Magic Dave's only Paris win was a shotgun and pistol spin, so 2 firearms. Shotgun for Novikov and the bodyguard, and pistol for Dahlia as the chef. So definitely curious to see who can improve their lifetime performance over the other player. Map record 1 minute 36 seconds by Scruffy, put up in RR14, which I can't even tell you how long that was ago at this point. That was last year, second tournament last year. Now I can. Twitch chat is pointing out that Aphro does have home field advantage on Paris, being a native French woman living in / nearby Paris. So maybe that will play in her cards. As... Is that a game crash on the loading screen? Or is that a stream crash? Or is that... That looks like a game crash to me. Wouldn't be too surprising at this point in the game, but... yeah. Got another 2 minutes extension on the timer for effort to restart her game perfectly fine. Yes, I wanted to look up Paris record for on this match. Was put up by Scruffy in the RR14 Grand Final versus Reaper. It was a falling object as palace staff, an explosion accident as the Cedar bodyguard. I can only assume that with a minute 36 in that spin, that was a gas lamp snipe by Scruffy. So a minute 36 is... That's like, I take longer in planning a Paris spin than Scruffy has taken playing that entire spin. So yeah. But Aphro's back, planning the loadout, preloading, very important. I haven't seen if Magic Dave did it, but I can see in the background behind their planning screen that they are, I believe, in the attic. I think that's the attic. So both of them pre-planned, preloaded now. Both of them have the tech crew starting location pre-selected. Aphro's already started it, even though she's not showing it right now. There it is. Identical loadouts, surprisingly. I did notice half of it for a split second earlier, but now there's confirmation. We have a Taunton dart gun, even the same one, in the first floor apartment stashed. Silenced pistol, different ones for either of them, but that's perfectly fine. A blue egg and a flash phone. 2 phone enjoyers. They've tried a falling object. So he preloaded. Very nice. And let's hope we will also get a very nice Paris spin for the second spin of this map. Let's see if Aphro can pull it back or if Magic Dave will take the win. It is going to be Viktor Novikov, falling object, but as the tech crew, and Dalia Margola's loud pistol, but in a suit. If the disguises were just swapped, whatever Magic Dave has just practiced could have been the thing to do here, but sadly it's the wrong disguise. I assume. I don't think you can get a... I don't actually know what Magic Dave just did. I can only assume, but I assume he did it in a suit or something, and you can't really get a tech crew that quickly, but you have to start in a suit this time as well. And we see Aphro loading in first, bring in a loud pistol, bring in the emetic tool, and immediately emedicing Dahlia. This is a smart thing, and I assume Magic Dave is going to do the same in a second as well. Yes, just with a seeker instead of a remote emetic tool, so they have to go to the balcony. And Twitch chat has, or Joker J has pointed out or asked, and Moon Oceanman have confirmed, if you bump Dahlia, surface comes. If you don't bump her, surface doesn't. I believe Aphro had bumped surface, while Magic Dave didn't. Either of them did the first kill, however. Loud pistol suit, and are moving around the attic now to get downstairs, and or rather to first get to the starting location in the attic. From that, go downstairs, go to a Viktor Novikov, likely just a medicum, and get that falling object. Novikov stairs has falling object. I believe so as well. Although I think that one can be a bit tricky with the hitbox on the falling object, although that could also just be a skill issue in my case. Seems like both of the players will just choose to do an emetic, single emetic on Viktor for both of them, and that even gives them enough time to grab a tech crew. After taking this one on the balcony, which I already almost forgot about. Switching to a palace staff, however. Let's hope Aphro hasn't swapped up the disguises. I believe Magic Dave even has something to make this kill remote, a breacher in his inventory, which he can easily place on a winch, and when you blow it up, it will drop the chandelier, and if you stand beneath the chandelier, that will kill you. Fair point of warning. I've seen things. But Magic Dave has set up the kill. Aphro is gonna drag Viktor out here to this chandelier. Ooh, but Magic Dave got clipped by the cams. They tried so hard and didn't get very far with it. Now that's gonna be a long, expensive trip to the basement for them. Aphro in the tech crew, dropping the winch by hand, just needs to get out. And the cameras are likely what's gonna cost Magic Dave the map here. Aphro on her way to the exit. Magic Dave on the way to the basement to clear cams first and then the exit. It could be a photo finish. It's very likely going to be a photo finish. But even then, Aphro's out first. 4 minutes 23. And ooh, Magic Dave needs to do this by interaction. But the guards, everyone's looking in his direction. It's going to be, what, a 30-second photo finish? Just barely in time, jogging to the nearest exit. Is it gonna be? It is gonna be within photo finish range. I believe it was 27 seconds, if I recall correctly. Both of them had a bit of a longer planning phase, but I believe both of them were on a single load. So by protocol, I think this is a photo finish, but by by players doing player things, I believe we could see a wave here. And we have indeed, Magic Dave has waived the photo finish rights, his photo finish rights, and this match will equal out 2 for 2. We will go to map 3. We would have gone to map 3 regardless, as this is a group stage match. We will play all 3 maps no matter what. The ride will not end early. And this was a random choice. But looking at the lifetime performances, Aphro might be a bit happier about this compared to Magic Dave. Aphro been here 8 times, won 3, tied once. So just shy of 50% win rate. Magic Dave on the other side only played twice, won 1. So perfect 50% win rate. But Aphro at her best was quicker, 6 minutes 8 seconds compared to Magic Dave's 8 minutes 52. The map record, currently put up by In4Fun, in last year's World Championship, 2 minutes 24, so less than half the time of either player's personal best. Very, very quick spin electrocution as Architect for Zoe Washington, Screwdriver as a guard for Sophia. Not the ultimate quickest spin you can get on this map, but certainly a quick one at that. We see both players, not both players actually, only Magic Dave going in, doing a bit of practice, try to do the quick phone isolation lure thing you can do for Sophia straight at the start from the Architect Lounge, bump into phone place. And that should get her attention, and then she's just glued to that phone for a bit. Throwing it downstairs to hopefully still get Zoe. The quick phone double down. Or something, I don't know exactly what you call it, but surely it's called that. Sadly, it got a side KO on Sophia, guard her, but generally that's the strat you want to play for Sgàil if the spin allows, if it's a 2 KO spin, no life kills, and no like weird accidents or something, no electrocution, I guess. That would throw a wrench into your plans there. That would be the preferred strat. Let's see, 30 seconds away from the final map of this match. Both players will want these last 2 points that are on the board. Advancement from the group stage not guaranteed for anyone this year. So we will see what Isle of Sgàil has in store for us. It's going to be Zoe Washington, Fire as a guard. Sophia Washington drowning in the suit. And seeing a fire spin makes me always very happy that the oil canister was added as an item, as I myself can't do on map fire kills, primarily because I don't even know them, what really the options are. And I think even for this one, you kind of... Oh, actually, doesn't the what is the on-map way of doing Zoe fire? Is there? I can never remember. I feel like in my brain says there's an oil, a fire hazard thing in the MOC room, but I don't think it is actually. The effigy, yeah, okay, but that just takes like forever, does it? The effigy would be the long way, but I believe itemless, surely itemless. Anyways, no need to discuss that anymore. Both players decided to smuggle the oil canister, and Aphro will do MOC lure, shooting the side of the pit with a sniper rifle. Will trigger Zoe to walk over here. Magic Dave started... Oh god, that's tower, right? That's tower, and what Aphro started is keep. I can never remember which is which. The other suit started where you start in a tall place and you have to climb down first. But yeah, Aphro clearing out the MOC room. KO'd everyone in there. Needs to get rid of their bodies real quick. Ooh, Magic Dave is spotted by the two architects outside. That's keep started what he's doing. Okay. Then, oh, Chapel is the other one. Chapel is the one Aphro is using. Also restarting. Seems like she forgot something in her loadout. Once a dart gun switches things up a bit. That's a stylish suit Magic Dave is wearing. Did not know that was a thing. But yeah, both players early restarts, but both of them had them almost at the same time. Neither of them know of this, however. No wacky cards played here, so none of them are aware that their opponents just restarted. The lock-on just decided to not work for Aphro there, but luckily no one really cared for the audio anyways. Magic Dave with a nice distraction shot. Ooh, but the Raider is walking towards him, but that surprisingly worked. He managed to peekaboo one of the architects in the meantime. That is crazy. He's walking down all those stairs. Magic Dave, he didn't really choose the best suit for blending in around here. It is quite flashy, with bright colors and animations. So maybe not the best choice for trying to be stealthy, but somehow it's worked out. And they are in time for clock room isolation. Let's see if they can get the timing. They can indeed. The guard will follow, however, I believe. Still locked onto Sophia. And both players isolating a target, opposite targets at that. Aphro spilling the oil around the feet of Zoe Washington. While Magic Dave has made Sophia sick and is taking care of their guard. Let's hope Aphro doesn't forget to switch disguises. Oop, and we get a buffer at the worst possible moment. That's an elite guard she's in right now, but no, she does switch back to a regular guard. Shooting the can created enough sparks for the fire to be ignited. And that's first kill down for Aphro. And simultaneously on the other side, Magicdave has made it to the toilet where Zoe is as well. And has gotten the Zoe kill. Very nice. Aphro in her suit again. Has obviously missed clockroom timing, as that was already some time ago, but by the looks of things, Sophia is coming up those stairs again. Peekaboo her into that side room, and a durian will make her sick enough to immediately head for the nearest bathroom. Should have hit, but she's just gonna finish her investigation first. Moo is afraid of glass bridge puke for Aphro, seeing and for the position that Sophia's in, but no, she is most definitely not turning towards the glass bridge. Tried to distract the guard, but was unsuccessful in doing so. Doesn't have a trank shot. It needs something. Aphro needs something to get rid of Sophia's guard, as I believe. Yes, he is just standing outside of the bathroom. A peekaboo attempt will be made, and he is walking in. Well, Luke.png has won the first map against Fugu Anton, which was Hokkaido, I believe. Aphro with the last of the resources at her disposal, being a peekaboo and a found fire extinguisher. Needs to get to Sophia before she will stop puking. A thrown distraction is going to turn that NPC around. And this is second kill for Aphro. But on the other side, while we weren't looking, Magicdave is preparing kill number 2 as well. Usually this spot for Zoe is very unfavorable, but since this is an accident kill, or gonna be an accident kill, doesn't matter at all. Both players 2 kills down. This is looking like another PF. Aphro stream buffering again, but we see Twitch, the overlay confirming that she has exited. Magicdave. Okay, there's the we are behind on Aphro's stream. She's exiting right now, but we had a big buffer. Magicdave just seconds behind, but too many seconds, I believe. Looks like gonna be 21 seconds, 0.6 something. Looked like it. And another photo finish, another Aphro lead. Two loads each. Each of them had a restart early on into the run. It was a 21.599 second lead for Aphro. So I think I was pretty close with calling 21.6. I think we can let that count. I think we can also let Moo count by the looks of things. Magic Dave is not waving this one. 2 loads, catching up 20 seconds. I'm not gonna call it impossible, but it's very tough. But certainly not impossible. If you're, I don't know, an old gen console player versus someone with a really quick PC, that would work. But we see time has been confirmed. And Aphro will take another 2 points, winning this match 4-2. 4 very important points for Aphro, and 2 not insequential points for Magic Dave for their advancement in the group stage. This could have been everything from a 6-0 to a 3-3 tie. This match has been very, very close throughout its entirety. Let's take a very short look at what that does to the group stage. I believe this has not updated yet. Alright, the thing has been pressed. Let's see if a refresh will fix it. 4-1-0, there is Aphron, 20 points on top of the group stage. Second is In For Fun, but with 2 matches less played. Chris X3, 1 below that as well. Employee Magic Dave in 5th. Fly For You and I sadly already eliminated. The bottom in 7th place, but the rest still up for grabs and looking at a very, very tight group stage. Aphro looking very strong, very capable of advancing to the knockout stage, as Moose pointed out in chat. Maybe not mathematically confirmed yet, but very, very likely with 20 points after 5 matches. 1 more match for Aphro to catch up some points, and then afterwards we will see where this group will end. However, there are other matches ongoing, so instead of going over the ongoing matches, I will pick one of them, pick the earlier starting one, if this is still running. Let me quickly check. Yes, it is. I will send you all over to Froht, who's casting Mikolers versus Hausen. And however, in parallel, we also have Luke.png versus Fugu Anton, which we saw a scoring update of earlier, casted over by the wonderful Chris X3. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and watch that. For now, all I've left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this cast. Happy to be back again. Thanks to Moo for adminning this one. And thanks to the 2 players for playing. Congratulations to Aphro for winning. Best of luck to both of them for the remainder of the group stage. Thanks to all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cast. I hope to see you soon in another World Virus Shoutcast. Thank you and goodbye.